Last time on Dragon Ball Z.
How has the lore changed exactly? What new character developments are going to take place? Find out today. Hey, what's up, Yoon fam? It is Mark Yoon, and today I'm bringing another exciting video. So today is Friday, August 7th, which means it's our Community Day video, which is obviously when I go over some of the best comments and inquiries from throughout the videos from this week. If you don't see yours, then it's not because I didn't like it. It may be because there's an overwhelming amount, and I can only make the video so long on Friday. So keep on commenting, and hopefully next week I'll feature one of yours. So this week was a little bit different because of the Setsuka announcement and all that stuff. I actually did 7 videos this week as opposed to the normal 5, so there was a lot more comments to go over. There was hundreds of comments that I had to go through. So I again want to reiterate, don't feel bad if yours didn't show up. It doesn't mean that I didn't like it. It just means that I was trying to give everybody a chance, especially for those who comment multiple times, especially on each video. But I don't want to go over it too much. It's already been a minute, so let's not drag this on and just get right into it. So Veer Pal says, crazy that it's been over a decade since we saw her, so I'm glad she's back. And this is all in reference to Setsuka from this week. Yeah, Veer, it has definitely been a long time, and she is a welcome addition back, and she has one of the more unique fighting styles, so even though it's not applicable for every situation, it definitely is welcomed. So we have more of a variety or a diversity amongst the fighting styles of the game, especially when it comes to create a character. Lion Wolf F59 says, I have to admit, even with the data mining and before learning of COVID's impact on production, I did not think that Setsuka would be released. This is one time I'm glad to be wrong. Well, Lion Wolf, I do my own data mining and I don't just follow the rules of other people, so if you do want to find out things that are going on within Soul Calibur specifically, please reach out to me anytime that you wish, and I'll be happy to provide you with an answer. Anybody that's been a long time watcher or follower of this channel can tell you that I usually get my predictions pretty right. I don't want to toot my own horn, but my record speaks for itself, so I don't think there's anything else that I have to add to that. David King says, hype because Hwang is getting close. Legendary Gamer 62 retorts, yay, she's back, now time for Hwang. Angel Thunder says, yes, what we've been waiting for so long, I'm excited. Well, Terrence Spowell says, it's all worth the wait. And Coolbird00 says, this trailer and update, a custom costume, had me very hyped. I have to agree with all of them. I was probably as excited for Setsuka's coming and arrival that most people, even though I saw it coming from like a long time ago, it's just nice to see that, like, not that everything's coming to fruition, but the more things that are correct in my predictions, the more meanings that, like, things that are coming are going to come to fruition. And that's what I'm more excited about, because, like, there's characters that, like, I really want, like Hwang and stuff like that. Setsuka was on my top for wanting to use her too, but I said, like, her usage is very situational for me, so it's not like something I can just jump in with and use for every occasion. And I don't have the knowledge of combo strings with her new fighting style, as opposed to 4 and 3 that I probably should, so I will be training with her more. That's why I just gave a very light review of her the other day, as opposed to an in-depth review, but you guys can expect that coming as well. Thaddeus Horn says, happy belated birthday. I haven't commented in a while. Setsuka looks gorgeous in her new outfit, and the fact that we get some new Tekken outfits, the gi from Heihachi, and definitely some good ones, we'll get some good use, as well as Setsuka's Soul Calibur 4 outfit, had me really excited. As always, thanks for your hard work and info that you've given us. I will probably finally comment on the lore you've been covering, because I have a beefy take on your analysis that confirms. And I think you'll agree. Stay safe, Mark. Well, thank you for the comment, Thaddeus, and thank you for the belated birthday wishes. I really appreciate it. And as always, thank you for commenting. The Mastermind says, finally, worth the wait. Ariel S says, the wait is over. I love Setsuka. Michael Garcia says, hell yeah, my girl's back and ready to kick ass. Necrogumi Sokun says, I'm so excited for her. And Jennifer Green follows up with, Hwang and Young Sung is the last piece to the puzzle. Yep, to all those, and Jen, yes, Young Sung probably will be the last character in Season 3, so we're still going to have Lizard Man and Rock before he gets there, and presumably another guest. Marquise Ballard says, oh man, 10 years after Soul Calibur 4, she's finally returned and her design looks incredible. But what bothers me though, Mark, is that some people are not really digging her new design. I mean, her new design looks incredibly visually and amazing too. I like that Namco is making an option to turn off armor breaking for all characters and adding classic costume parts for Setsuka. That's how you do it, because last time DLC pack, I didn't get the creation parts because of the boxing gear. Seriously, who would add boxing gear to a weapons-based fighting game? First part of it, thank you. Second part of that, it doesn't really matter what other people think about a character as long as you like it. It's not like they're going to change it anyway based on like somebody's subjective opinion. It's like I can't go to Motohiro Okubo on Twitter and be like, yo, this character, I don't like this part, and they'll be like, oh, right away, let me change it. It's not really how it works. People are going to have favorites, people are going to have characters they like, and people are going to have aspects of those characters they like or dislike. That just comes with the territory, and they're not our characters to design, so we have the right to our own subjective opinions, but that doesn't mean that it should affect anything else or anybody else's opinions, if that makes sense. And as far as the DLC pack with the custom gear, the boxing equipment was actually introduced in Soul Calibur 5 via the Celsius Store DLC. And the reason why we have modern clothes and like boxing gear and stuff like that for weapons-based stuff is for character creation. Because people create characters that are not just from that time period, but others as well. So if you wanted to create a character that does boxing, let's say you wanted to create Little Mac, like it would pretty much be impossible without the boxing gear. So somebody that wanted to create that character now has the means to do so. I can see why some would find it off-putting, but not every pack we get can be particularly aimed at just us or a direct theme that we're planning on using. But there are ways to get around that and use everything in ways that you want to, especially when it comes to the accessories, because those are the only things we can actually manipulate. But beyond that, yeah. Colin Tatum says, my girl's finally revealed. Which I guess is a sigh of relief. And Fox Live 17 says, love her design, she's beautiful, can't wait for her. Also curious about Grow's new episode. Don't get too intensified about Grow's new episode. I know this is a follow-up and you've probably already seen Grow's new episode, but it's pretty simplistic and it's like one episode and it doesn't really go over anything that we haven't already learned. It's just there to add value to the story. Crimson Knight 20 says, Mark Yoon, you were right on the money with the next time that the character reveal. Setsuka looks awesome, and I like the addition of Tekken-themed character creation parts. Esperata, aka something in Mandarin that I can't read. Well, Setsuka, she looks great, and she's in style. What more can I say? Laugh out loud. We're getting a new free stage, and that's amazing, but I just can't wait for the others, like Hwang, to be shown now. Yeah, I'm right there with you, buddy. Like, I hope that Hwang gets shown pretty soon. I'm expecting him to probably be here sometime in late October, early November. And I'm guessing this is going to go into the announcement for Season 3, which is probably going to have some kind of collected edition with Season 3 on next-gen consoles when it comes out. So we can look forward to that. JB Billen Kokoro says, easily my favorite design for Setsuka. Can't wait to play as her story mode and mess with the creative soul parts. I completely agree. Rafa the Kid says, Sakura Twister. And Terrence Sprouse says, Mitsurugi needs to stop making enemies and make some friends. How many enemies does he have? Laugh out loud. Finally, some new creation parts. And Devontae Davis says, thick. Thick you, Devontae Davis. And thank you for coming back. It's been a while since I've seen you and heard from you, and you're awesome. Metal Raptor says, I rather like the stage. If anyone is wondering where to find the option to disable costume break while in the character creator, hit the options start button on PS4. And 3 options will appear next to the music selection in mock battle. So it basically disables everything for either head, mid, or low body, but it doesn't work for some characters like Helik or Grow who have transformations. The 2 additional voices, one for male and one for female, will come with DLC Pack 12, so there'll be pay extra options. which we already know all about now. Dharma Chameleon says, I'm legit hyped for Setsuka. Also, the 10-second songs in your intro is awesome. I love that, dude. Thank you very much. I do as well. That's why I use it for my intro, and I think it works pretty good. Caliber75, the gamer, says, great video, just what I needed. Well, you're welcome. Selfie Paris says, thanks for the video, as always. And thank you for commenting and watching, as always. I appreciate it. I do love your comments when I see them. KittyMeowser Gaming says, nice creations, as to be expected. Well, thank you. I'm glad that you expect my creations to be good, and yours are awesome as well, and I appreciate the compliment. Soulblaze says, really like the Melodious, and nice Okiara. It's really inspired me to make him now. Well, thank you. I'm glad that my creations have inspired you to make your own. I try to get them as close as possible, and I'm happy that some people like them besides me. Dark Neems is 666 says, very beautiful creations, good job. I agree with you. I prefer Darkseid. I've also created one on Soul Calibur 5 that showed in my Showcase DC Comics characters videos. Dark Nemesis 666 is also a YouTuber, so you can go check out his stuff if you get the chance by clicking on his profile in the comment section where these comments are. He makes awesome creations, and I've actually watched his videos in the past, so yeah, I like his creations, so go check him out. Stu Phoenix says, the only thing I don't like about the DLC is that we can't use the katana of her master. Well, it's not really a katana, but it's more of a, I would say like a yakizashi, or maybe a tanto even, but it's not a katana. But yeah, I wish we can use her umbrella-less weapon as well, the one that Shugen uses. Just because the way the umbrella works with certain characters, I just can't see the characters I'm trying to create actually using something like that. Like, I know I saw Ragaroth did a pretty good version of Virgil from Devil May Cry, but it kind of threw me off with the umbrella usage. So like, I actually started creating a few characters, and I ended up like scrapping them because of the umbrella. So I can see why people will be upset from that. David King says, I think storytelling-wise, this has been the best story mode in the series. Unfortunately, the fact that the AI difficulty is set to what it seems to be normal difficulty, in which the AI barely puts up any resistance, disappoints me for completely gameplay-wise. This mode would have more replay value if after finishing it would unlock a harder mode or something. After clearing it once, I find it easier to just watch YouTube videos about it if I want to experience it again, as gameplay-wise there isn't any difference at all. Also, I like the route they're taking with the story, but at the same time it annoys me that we have to wait for 7 years to know what most of the cliffhangers continue, like the woman that appears at the end of Setsuka's story and takes the Soul Edge Sword. I'm probably going to do a whole video on the Shadow People, so I'm not going to really comment on that too much. You can leave that up to your imagination. As of 7 years, I don't think it's going to take another 7 years to come up with another Soul Calibur game. The only reason why it took 7 years this time is because after Soul Calibur 5, Project Soul was disbanded. I'm going to make a whole video on this because I keep saying this, and that's nobody's fault because this is kind of hidden information. Motohiro Okubo and a few of the other Project Soul cast members came back to Soul Calibur 6, reformed Project Soul with different members, except for some of the few that were from the old series, and people left like Harada to just solely work on Tekken. So like, it took 7 years because like they had to like not only get the rights to everything, but they had to like reform all their assets because it's still using the same engine that they've been using since Soul Calibur 4. And Project Soul was no more. They had no budget. They've pretty much lost their credibility after 5 with investors. So like I said, there's way too much to go into for that, but it's not going to be another 7 years. I'm guessing maybe at the most 5. I think even less than that, though. I think we're going to see Soul Calibur 7 sometime around 2023 or maybe 24 at the latest. Esperata says, very great and interesting. I've only grown to like Setsuka's character even more now. Well, thank you very much. I'm glad that the video helped increase your love for the character. It's also playing as her and seeing all this new stuff, especially her Soul Chronicles, made me really, really enjoy the character a lot more. So I appreciate that it helps other people as well. Virgil Riot 70 says, her story mode is really great and better than I initially thought. For one moment I thought it was going to be something like Setsuka's master was a friendly rival to Mitsurugi until he got turned into a Malfested and Mitsurugi had no choice but to kill him in self-defense. Setsuka discovers her master's death and knows Mitsurugi is involved but doesn't know how it happened, so she goes to get revenge. Laugh out loud. but instead the way it actually is in the game was way better. I agree. I was super surprised by the actual the nuances that are in this story, and it's not so straightforward like some of the other ones where it's just like a revenge story or this happened so it pushes this to happen. Like, there was a lot of actual like twists and turns and thought-provoking things throughout her Soul Chronicle. And if you haven't played it yet and you did buy the DLC, I implore you to either play it for yourself or watch the video I did, because I actually released the entire Soul Chronicle minus the fighting and the loading screen, so it's just the cinematic stuff. If you want to just sit down and watch it, I think it's like an hour and 20 minutes. Ashton Bird says, Setsuka is fun to play as again. I love her hairstyle. It gave me some ideas for characters, and her weapon style feels like a blast to the past. It sucks that the 8th weapon slot is not usable. Other than that, she's fun to use. And he's also referring to Shugen's weapon, the sheathed Tanto that's actually doesn't come with the umbrella. And a lot of people are having the same problems with that DLC. Censored for the Truth says, I'm glad to have her back. I'm just starting my training with her, but she feels OP. She has great damage and speed, and they have normal frame versions of her just now, which gives her a lot of options. That new stance seems to be impossible to challenge without a fireball. She seems to be like the best character in the game now. She is still execution heavy though, and it's only really skilled people can use her at best. That's what I keep saying. I mean, she's a very situational and technical character, especially because a lot of her combo strings rely on you setting up the counter mechanic first and countering an attack so you can open the opponent up to move in for a close combo string. Because if you're just starting a regular combo string, like unless you're doing her square triangle where she like bursts at you with the umbrella, it's really hard to catch an opponent off guard. She is fast and strong when it comes to the end to the mid parts of her combo strings, but they are usually set up by light attacks. And any other like technical aspects that come from the character usually spring, like I said, from her counters. So she is a really good character. I'm not sure if she's OP. I think her tier level is probably like A class. I wouldn't classify her as S class, but that also is because my playstyle may be different from yours. Censored for the Truth. So if you do use her more efficiently than I don't think that's a testament of my opinion of the character. That's more of a testament of your skill. Dark Nemesis 666 says, and with this we're going to end the video. Quite satisfied with the character. For the equipment DLC, I'm very disappointed we already have lots of glasses, and for the face we are still giving glasses when there will be plenty more interesting things to give. I also think that we have little male equipment compared to females. For the collaboration video we talked about, I don't really know how to organize your tournament idea. You play on PS4, Xbox, or PC. How many characters? And how to download them without being too much of a hassle. Sorry in advance for my English. No, it's fine for your English, and I'm going to say this now so that you guys that are watching this video can actually comment on this in the comment section about how you think my idea of my collaboration with Dark Nemesis 666 is going to go. I wanted to have you guys involved and interact with you as well, so this is the idea that I came up with. I said, I think we can make it work by picking 5 characters each being different weapon styles, so no repeating weapon styles. 5 matches in part 1, with only the winning characters moving on. Part 2, the winners from Part 1 each face each other until only one character is left. So a King of the Hill type thing. No need to download, we can just live stream it with our subscribers watching, so we would link it out to all of our subscribers, and you guys could be invited to watch and comment live. And the loser has to create something that the winner chooses for them to create. And then I told them that I'm on PS4, and I think it would be fun. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about that. And also, I have another video coming up with a commenter named Rockman Beta, and he gave me a really good conversation, so I wanted to make that its own separate video, so maybe I'll do a bonus video for that this weekend. But besides that, thank you guys for commenting. I really appreciate it. Thank you for supporting the channel as always. If you want to feel free to join the Yoon fam, like hit that subscribe button so that like we're constantly growing. My Discord link is in the description box down below, as well as every other link, so you guys can follow me on Discord. Join my room, and that's the easiest way to get in touch with me to talk about anything else and to just chat with each other without being in the comment section. With that being said, guys, we're going to bring this video to a close. Thanks again for watching, and as always, thank you, and thank you. Hey, what's up, guys? Have you always wanted some sweet Mark Yoon merch? Maybe a thick U shirt, maybe a shirt from Squirt, maybe my pretty face with my logo all over your body, or a throw pillow, or blanket, or anything? Well,
you're in luck because I just launched my merch store and it is going to be available on Redbubble, and you will find a link to it in my description box down below. It's got a lot of quality content and a lot of good stuff for you to pick up so you can show your support for the channel and just rep Mark Yoon. Alright guys, as always, thick you.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Next time, we dive more into the Soul Calibur 6 lore and find out more information on our favorite characters and mythos. Stay tuned for next time.